A firefighter knocks on my door at midnight and said, "We put out the fire, but you weren't supposed to survive it." I was standing there in my bathrobe, confused. "What fire?" He pointed down the street. "Your rental property, the duplex on Maple. We got the call around 10 p.m. My stomach dropped. I owned that duplex. My tenant, an older woman named Mrs. Chen, lived on one side. The other unit was empty. I'd just finished renovating it last week. "Is Mrs. Chen okay?" I asked immediately. "She's fine. Wasn't home. But here's the thing." He stepped closer, and I noticed his badge looked different than the others. The fire started in the empty unit. Accelerant was used. And according to your ex-girlfriend, you were the one who said it. My blood went cold. My ex? Vanessa? She called it in. Said you've been struggling financially, that you wanted the insurance money. Said you told her last month you wished the place would just burn down so you could start over. I did say that, but I was joking. Venting after a nightmare inspection revealed $30,000 in foundation issues. I didn't start any fire. I was here all night. My neighbors can confirm. Your neighbors saw you leave around 9:15 p.m. He interrupted. Came back around 10:30. He was right. I'd gone to the gas station for cigarettes. 15-minute round trip, maybe 20 with the line. This is insane. Why would Vanessa? Then it hit me. The empty unit. I changed the locks last week after the renovation, but Vanessa still had the old keys from when we were together, and she'd helped me stage it for photos. Where is she now? I asked. That's what I'm trying to figure out. The firefighter, actually an arson investigator, I realized, pulled out his phone. Because the accelerant pattern suggests someone with access, someone who knew the layout, and her car was spotted 2 blocks away around 9:45 p.m. My hands started shaking. She tried to frame me, or she tried to hurt you and messed up. He showed me photos on his phone. The fire had gutted the empty unit but stopped at the shared wall. Mrs. Chen's side was untouched. The fire was supposed to spread, he continued. Based on where it started and the amount of accelerant used, both units should have gone up. You should have gotten a call, rushed over to check on your tenant, and walked into a burning building. I finished. He nodded slowly. We found your truck's GPS history. You were here until 9:15 like you said, but Vanessa told us you'd texted her saying you were heading to the property to check something. She showed us the message. I never sent that. I know. We pulled your phone records. No message to her in 3 months. She faked the screenshot. I felt sick. Vanessa and I had broken up 6 months ago. Badly. She'd wanted me to sell the duplex and use the money for a down payment on a house together. When I refused, it was my only income property. She'd lost it. Said I cared more about some rental than our future. I remembered the fight. How she'd screamed that I was choosing money over her. How she'd thrown her coffee mug at the wall and stormed out. I thought that was the end of it. "She's been watching you," the investigator said. "We found her parked outside your house on your Ring camera footage from last week. She knew your routine, knew when you'd likely go out. She set the fire, sent the fake text to herself as evidence, then called 911 and reported you." My legs felt weak. So what? She was just waiting, planning this for months? Looks that way. She created a whole narrative, saved text messages where you complained about money, downloaded your social media posts about the property being a burden. She even told her friends you'd been acting erratic lately, building a case. Where is she? We picked her up an hour ago. She's being processed now. He paused. But here's what I need to know. Did she have any reason to think you'd actually go to the property tonight? I thought about it, then remembered. I posted on Instagram earlier a photo of the renovated unit. Caption said, "Can't wait to show this place off tomorrow." She must have seen it and thought you'd go check on it tonight, make sure everything was ready. He closed his notebook. She wasn't just trying to frame you for arson. She was trying to kill you and make it look like you died in a fire you started yourself. I couldn't breathe. 6 months ago, this woman had been talking about wedding venues. We'd looked at houses together. She'd met my parents. "The only reason you're alive," the investigator said, "is because you went to buy cigarettes instead." I leaned against the doorframe. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. "What happens now?" "Now, you give a statement. We process the scene, and Vanessa explains to a judge why she tried to commit murder." He handed me a card. "Detective Brooks will contact you tomorrow morning. Don't go near the property until we clear it." He started walking back to his car, then stopped. "One more thing. When we arrested her, she asked if you were okay, not hurt or safe. Okay, like she was disappointed.